What is continuous integration? What are the 6 benefits of continuous integration? Continuous integration is the process of integrating code from multiple developers into one project and make sure that nothing is broken, everything is fine. It means making sure the project is compiling, running certain tests, running certain quality checks against the project. So what are the main 6 benefits? The first benefit is integration. Why continuous integration is great? Why agile methodology is good? In waterfall, what was the drawback of waterfall? Waterfall used to work nicely. You used to design, plan, and generally you got the development phase right. Generally, you got the development phase right. It was during integration you would see a lot of problems. So they were developers, our team of developers, which were working in isolation. They have some assumptions, and when you bring the project together and you say, "Oh, assumptions were wrong. There were a lot of problems in the integration." Most of project got delayed, failed due to integration problems. So as part of agile methodology, we integrate often, and if we can automate the integration process to make sure whenever a developer make any changes, you make sure the code is compiling, you run certain tests to make sure the software is in healthy phase. Early integration is always good. It makes sure that software is in good shape. It reduces the risks of software deployment. It reduces the risk and makes sure that you can ship the software on the time. Second benefit is clean code. Continuous integration makes sure that your code is compiling, it's clean code. What scares you most? That you go to a company and you get the source code from the source safe and it's not compiling. That is the most scariest thing a developer can think of when you start a new job. Oh, I know my friends, they joined some place and they were asked to make changes to the code and nobody knew where the code is. Nobody knew where the previous consultant was keeping his code in the source safe. Other horror stories I have seen where developers, they made changes on their machine, never checked the code back in and deployed into production. So continuous integration makes sure that you have a good source code. And how many times people say, oh, it worked on my machine. They use some framework, software, third-party controls, which was not approved, which you were not supposed to use. And continuous integration makes sure that you are deploying on a environment which is similar to your deployment environment, so that there are no surprises. If some person is using some third-party tools, you are aware why he's using, and you can take some corrective action. The third benefit is visibility to non-technical stakeholders. So using continuous integration, you can report some code coverage, how many tests passed, whether it's falling quality. So as a non-technical person, you can get reports from the continuous integration, or you can see trends, how many tests has been added, how many tests are failing. If the tests are failing too many, that's telling you something has gone wrong. If the build is failing too much, maybe new developer join, he needs some training how to integrate your software and run it. That's the interesting thing is in software, we need visibility in software development. I have heard people saying, oh, they have a test, I have heard people saying, claiming they are following very great practices, they are following dependency injection, they are writing test, and unless the manager is technical, he goes and checks the source code to verify the claim. You have to verify the claims. So this gives visibility. If some team is claiming they have test coverage of 100%, you can check their reports, how much tests they have written, how much code coverage has given. So it becomes accountability. It becomes a visibility to non-technical stakeholders. Your business people, your scrum master can see how you are doing on various matrices, how is the code coverage is going, how is the quality of the code. So fourth, the advantage of continuous integration is that it gives so much benefits, and generally you can get somebody to build automated build for you. You don't need developers time to be taken away for continuous simple continuous integration. I think simple, if you can build a simple continuous integration considering benefits, that you make sure that code is compilable, clean, people are not making changes on their machine and pushing to production, that advantages are great. And you can get somebody outside without affecting your development time to build a continuous integration for you. Fifth benefit is like, if you are doing automated build, it reduces manual error. When you are deploying, you have to make sure you deployed the database changes, you modified the web.config, you modified the right values, you did not override your test web.config, test configuration file with development configuration file. Whenever we deploy manually, all these things go wrong. People mess up the configuration file, people mess up the database configuration, people copy files to the wrong place. So if you're automating, you can make sure that people are deploying. Once it's verified, chances are there would be less manual errors. Sixth benefit is it saves time. Especially before we are moving to the test, you push a lot of builds, you make some quick changes to fix some immediate bugs, and you are deploying your builds, you are deploying your updating website, multiple services, multiple web API sites. So continuous integration makes sure that you deploy it efficiently. There are less risks. It does it very fast. I know there are team leads whose job is I was working on a project, and as a team lead, my job was to do build and deployment. So if we can build some continuous integration, I can, as a team lead, you can spend your time on better things, not only waste your time. So friends, today we discussed continuous integration, what are its benefits. So if you like this video, watch my other videos in software architecture blog. Also like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for your regular updates. Connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, especially LinkedIn if you like small summaries of the video. I will be posting a lot of small summaries of the videos on LinkedIn. Thanks again.